And another beautiful rendition done by the Creator Comet Band. Good job, you guys. In a few minutes, we will have on the marquee our team video.
No, I don't need it. I just keep it down. He just bolted, so you guys are good. Yeah, just like that. He was gone. I know. Wiggity, whack.
Welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Productions. I'm Larry Nelson with Danny Canada, coming to you live from Crater High School here in Central Point, Oregon. Thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome to the Liffey Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou tonight, featuring the 2-0 Thurston Colts visiting here the 2-0 Crater Comets. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with Central Point District 6 School District and our participating community business partners. This is going to be a good one. It's around 70 degrees, light breeze. If you want to check out any of these games live or on demand, download our Watch TRS app for free. Available on Apple and Android devices. Danny, what are you feeling right now?
Buddy, the buzz.
Oh.
I'm feeling the buzz. Are you not feeling the buzz? It's awesome in here right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good buzz. The assistant manager, the team manager was up here beforehand playing music for the kids as they're getting ready, and he was just saying they are so excited tonight. The Crater boys won a little revenge game, and they're hoping to stay, undefeated. And so they want to get back at Thurston, beat them last year 40-35. It was such a tight game. It was so close. That one was up at Thurston, so now they got them back here at home. And beautiful night. Quick correction on the temperature, 66, and the sun is just about to go behind the mountains. 66. It's going to get crisp tonight. It'll be a perfect night for a ball game.
Oh, yeah, it feels great. And, we do have a Bill's Glass Coach's Corner coming up next. Don't go anywhere. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
Doctors
Was last week.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty well. We said we needed to take care of the football, and we did. I don't think we had any turnovers, and we were pretty crisp on offense, I thought. Defense came out a little slow, but got better as the game went on.
Preparation for you that might be different this week than it was last weweek. Anything different this week?
Not really. We're playing another opponent, but we know how good Thurston is, and they're much more physical than Willamette was. So we have to kind of match their physicality, and hopefully we'll be able to do that.
Besides physicality, what are the things that you kind of honing in on against Thurston?
Yeah, well, we can't have any mental breakdowns. Last year we had some blown coverages and things like that that gave them the big plays. If we can make them chew the clock and earn their points if they're going to get any, we're going to have a better shot than if we give them big plays. So we got to take away the big plays.
And I talked to Coach Justin Stark. He talked about the emotions. Of course, a lot of emotions this game. People, it's pretty hyped up. What is it you've told your team this week leading into this game?
Well, it's a good early test, and we've told them that. We kind of penciled it in before that we knew Thurston was going to be really good. Obviously, defending state champs, and this was going to be at our place, and it's going to be kind of a gauge of where we need to go and where we are at this point. And like I said, we're playing a great opponent, and it's going to be a fun game.
Any injuries or anybody omitted from tonight? Are you full strength?
We're full strength, so knock on wood, we stay that way.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
There you have it, hearing from Justin Stark over on the sideline, the opposite side now for Thurston, and Randy Wade, head coach for Crater. And Comer has a big see that cast on his right hand. They pick up a couple, maybe just one even.
Make it second down and 9. A gain of 1 yard.
Comer takes it again, and he's met again. No gain on that one. At least on this first series, offensive line has not been too much of a problem.
315 pound. You got another 320. Some big boys. They'd be able to move. This is college. Move the defenders out of the way.
Exactly. You expect them to be creating those holes. Chris goes for the pass. Caught. Stuffed. About 2 yards shy. That was Santino Stranieri. And that's going to bring on the punt team for Thurston. So 3 and out for Thurston on their first series.
You got to love that, being at home, stopping the defense, the offense on your first chance out there, especially because they deferred.
I mean, at this point, it's almost like they didn't defer. Like they actually got the kickoff.
Especially if they get some good field position here.
This is a real punt. That is a decent punt. Acree's got to the 40. He's got it past the 50 into Colts territory and brought down.
And definitely got some good field position on that one.
Yeah, short field for the Comets on their first series.
44-yard line. Yeah, grab that ball with no hesitation.
And Thurston took out Churchill in their first game 2 weeks ago. 55 flag. His two receivers, Shearer and Douglas, open. They had beaten their defenders. So try to pooch this one, and it's going to be rolling in the end zone. So touchback. So basically the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds, we're just scratching that, starting right over.
Pretty much.
None of that actually happened.
Warm-ups.
The only thing on the stat sheet is a 5-yard offensive offside, or defensive offside on Thurston. That's the only thing that's really happened. And then I got a few yards by Comer. And here we are. Thurston ready for their second series of the game. Thurston Co. again from their own 20.
Quarterback is Chris in the backfield.
He's going to take it himself, and that's going to be a first down Thurston. And pushed out of bounds.
Run by the quarterback, Chris, and up for the first down.
Yeah, that was a good keeper there. With the first series having a couple of runs there, I'm sure Comets were thinking run all the way. It's that one there with the keeper, throw him off a little bit, but watch out. They weren't going to get away with that many times.
So 1st and 10 from their own 31. And picking up maybe 7 or 8 on that one.
Yeah, I like that play. Nice little quick outside. You know, keep the ball moving. Get a good chunk of mileage on that one.
That was Dawson Muggy on the catch.
Nice 6-yard little pass and catch there.
Thurston's on their own 37-yard line.
Chris is going long. What a catch.
I'll tell you what.
One-handed by Muggy.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice catch there. Dawson Muggy.
Another first down for Thurston. You know what? Let's go see that replay right now.
Chris just threw that ball.
Excuse me, that was the run. That did not get it.
He did the rest. Good game.
So we're a little late on the replays.
Greater territory.
We're going to have to correct that because that was an amazing one-handed, left-handed catch.
It really was. Just jumped, laid out there. Was able to just grab it, pull it in.
Oh, brought down.
Sacked at the 35.
Brady Brock with a big tackle. That'll take the steam out of the air. Loss of 5 on the play. Chris got tackled quickly.
Yeah, nice sack there. Loss of 5. Good job, Brady Brock, on that tackle.
Make it 2nd and about a long 16. Calvin Royce was in the backfield with Chris.
Short one to Muggy. Muggy stopped, just a gain of a few.
Number 7 in on that one again.
Picking up almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Muggy with the catch. Brady Brock has shown some wheels tonight. Make it 3rd and about 12. Big down for both teams.
All right, 3rd about 12 here. Short, breaks away, able to get forward, and that will be another first down, Thurston.
He knew where that first down was.
Yeah, that was just good effort there, just continuing to push, getting as much yardage as you can.
Davison with the tackle.
Huge first down after being at 3rd and 12.
Right.
Disappointing for Crater, not able to come up with that on defense.
Yeah, and I know they were wanting to capitalize on that long pass and catch. There's no way they wanted to come all the way down here and forfeit it, getting into the 3 and 12. That was a great 3rd down play right there.
Hand off to Comer. Picks up 4. So 2nd and 6.
For a gain of 4 yards, it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Comer's also a senior. Possible he breaks Thurston's career rushing yards record.
Kristen Comer in the backfield.
Not sure the total on that, but breaking records at any school is pretty good.
Seems to be a timeout.
It's like we got a false start on.
Must be, no, that's not a timeout. That's a 5-yard penalty. Appears to be procedure.
They'll back him up.
Penalties kill you.
Yeah, remember, like we said, you got to earn your yards. Well, hey, Thurston's costing themselves a couple penalties.
Off for the numbers.
Incomplete.
Kyle Castley was the intended receiver. So that'll bring up 4th
It was
down.
a bullet. Chris, real nice.
Yeah, real straight, strong pass there. Maybe just coming in a little too quick. Sometimes as a receiver, I played receiver, when they're coming in a little quicker than you're anticipating, they just get right through your hands and off your chest sometimes before you know it.
Chris Malone in the
This is
backfield.
they don't want to kick. They're going to actually go for it here on 4th and 9. Getting pressure. He's got some space. He throws it forward. Where are they going to call him out? That is going to be short of the first down. That's going to be a turnover. Turnover on downs.
And yeah, that was so close, and it was just for all the D coming in there and stopping him where he quarterback panicked and just tried to jump forward, but out of his hands, out of bounds a little too early.
Couldn't hold on to it, so here at the 11, first and 10 from their own 11. Oh, Comet defense coming up strong.
Tough team, we all know that.
But now what can they do with no actual yards gained so far? But Acree's taking care of that. Turns upfield, but pushed out.
Acree with a nice little run.
That will be a first down, the first down for Crater in this one.
Oh, and that's not going to be the last. Gavin Acree is a fast young man. You're going to see him with the ball a lot tonight.
Yeah, I do believe that's a safe assumption.
First and 10.
Pretty good on defense, too. Davis getting pressure. He's going to use his legs. Good pickup. Just out about the 31.
Yeah, and I love that. Smart decision. Run up the field, get a few. See a little opening towards the side there. You got another defender coming in at you. No way try to cut back in field there and get back. You know, what's the point? Step out.
Yeah,
Make it second down and 2. Good 8-yard pickup there.
Second and 2 is a lot better than second and 10 or whatever it could have been if you'd taken a sack.
Yeah, it looks like we've got another offsides here, jumping by Colts. That's going to be a first down.
This is exactly what Justin Stark was talking about for Thurston in that coach's corner. Just pregame talking about we don't want to hurt ourselves, we don't want penalties, we got to keep that clean game, and so far that is 3 5-yard penalties already.
You know, like I say, it's easy to talk about it during the week, you know, when you're at practice and things aren't game time. Game time is a different world.
Davis looking deep again. Way too far.
Just a little bit off. Chase Shear.
That's where Shear beat his defender again. And Trevor Davis just throwing a little too far.
Yeah, and that's rare for him.
I mean, Shear could have been off to the races if he's able to connect on that. That is the threat they pose to this Colts defense. But they're kind of beating themselves right now. Acree taken down, and that is Grant Stark taking him down.
Yeah.
6'5", 290.
You just grab a hold of him and don't let go, right?
That's called wrapping up. That's how you're supposed to tackle. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Acree is slippery, and he's fast. He could have easily let go, just like a lot of other players do. We're under 5 minutes on the clock there you see here in the first quarter. 0-0. Davis on third down. Way too far for Douglas. It's incomplete. And Crater's going to have to punt this one again. So the offense struggling here. Defense doing pretty well so far for Crater, but the offense.
It's a tough defensive game, folks.
Yeah, but it is exactly that. You know, they're misthrows, they're overthrows, you know. It's not so good blocking, so they're not getting good running. So it's a mix of things. Like I say, it's not the defense is not stopping them here. I just think it's a lot of miscues from the offense. And once they start settling down and get a little rhythm here, we're going to light it up.
Davis with a great punt there.
He got it, though.
Caleb Scott.
What a nice tackle.
Take it down inside the 30.
With a great open field tackle.
So Thurston ball here. 4:18 on the clock.
Good solid tackle. Thurston will start on their own 20-yard line. First, 29-yard line. First and 10.
Tell you what, Arby's before or after the game stop in at their location at 41 East Stewart Avenue in Medford, where they have the meats and they mean it.
Arby's at Stewart and Riverside before or after the game. With this chilly air, that really sounds pretty good. Something warm.
Yep, some warm meats. Sounds good to me. Got a nice breeze coming up here in the booth tonight.
Comer met and stuffed in, still standing.
Tyler Ennis in on a great tackle.
Oh.
And that's going to be on Comer, I believe. He just put the ball, slammed it back in the back of Ennis's helmet.
Tyler Ennis made a great tackle. We'll just have to wait and see.
See if we have that on the replay. Right there. If you see that.
See it again?
So right here you see in the left side of your screen is boom right in the back of his head.
Oh, yep.
And there's the flag. So
Way back.
that's something that Coach Stark is going to be pretty perturbed about.
Well, look how far back you are now. Right, a 15-yarder for that, a personal foul.
Yep.
Unnecessary roughness, unsportsmanlike conduct, whatever you want to call it.
Second down.
You put your team all the way back here now. We've known this Crater D to be able to swarm. They swallow them up back here.
Honestly, I know that Ennis was holding on to him, but that was just a silly foul penalty on Comer. Comer, tough, just stood up the whole time. Did not get taken down.
Yeah, tough kid, man.
Chris looking to throw again. Good protection, but he just throws it out. That'll bring up third and very long. 3rd and 21.
3rd and 9, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 21. I know there's been others.
Yeah.
That doesn't help your offense. It's definitely hard to get points on the board when you're just having to gain all this more yards back because your own, mistakes and idiotness. I know that's not a word, but had to say it.
Idiocy? Is it? Idiocy?
Idiotness? Being an idiot. I probably got it from Judge Judy.
Probably. Chris dumping this one out to Comer, and Comer is wrapped up.
It's like he was at a concert getting ready to body surf there.
That was Brady Brock on that coverage.
Brady Brock on a lot of coverage tonight. It's a couple times we've called his name now.
I'll tell you what. He stopped cold.
Let's check that out one more time here. Brock was held up with his lineman, the defender, and he was able Comer just ran right into him essentially, and he was able to wrap them up, take him down. So 4th down, punting from the end zone, about the goal line. Acree takes it into Colts territory once again. So, short field. See what Comets can do this time.
And again, smart move from Acree there. No real where to go. You got all the white, closing in on you. No sense trying to go crazy. You're in the, the opposing team side. Perfect. Step out of bounds. Let the offense get to it.
Thurston's 46-yard line. 1st and 10.
A little box I have here on my sheet keeping track of stats, penalties, for example. That example is I'm running out of spots here in this first half for Thurston. I did not expect 4 penalties this early on. I have to draw some arrows, and hopefully I can keep track of it myself, but that penalty's filling up pretty quickly.
I bet you Coach Stark isn't expecting 4 penalties this early on either.
Not at all, especially what he was talking about in that pregame. So 1st and 10 from the Colts 46. Davis keeping it.
Nice block.
Picks up a few and is met straight up.
41.
Jacob Mason.
Jacob Mason on Trevor Davis with the keeper.
And that's where, as quarterback, you got to be careful because you go up against some of these linebackers.
Yeah, with Jacob Mason, he's coming in at 200 pounds. Get some equipment on you. Maybe it's been a little while since he's weighed in. He's well over 200 pounds. That's a good wall to run into right there.
Acree
Acre right up the middle. I'll tell you
Wrapped
what,
up again, and that was
yardage.
Keenan O'Donnell who wrapped him up, but wasn't able to hold on.
Big boys got it.
Acre kept going.
And that's good
First
for a
down for
first
Crater.
down.
I love it. Love the fight. Love that
Jake Riley with
passion to keep moving.
but not before
It
Gavin
says
Acre got
keep
the
moving your
first
feet.
down.
Keep moving your feet.
33-yard line. First and 10, Crater.
Davis looking long again, but this man is not open.
Ball is
That was
intended
Amison.
for Amison.
That'll bring up second and 10. But Amison doesn't want he's been close. Get behind that DB. First time a Comets receiver wasn't behind Colts DB on any throw from Davis.
Davis and Acre in the back there.
Shear picks up a few, maybe about 4.
There, number 2.
Brings up a third and about 6.5, maybe a little more manageable.
Brought down by Jake Riley.
But we're about
Oh, excuse me, they're pulling it at the 29, so 5.
but we're about Davis's range here for field goal kicking too, right?
Yes, we are. And slight breeze just about to the left of those goalposts, so that wouldn't affect the kick too much. He's definitely within range, but they're going for first down. They're going for a touchdown. That is brought in by Amison.
The referee, he missed the juggles and his bump. What a play, though. It was still beautiful.
Calling that incomplete, actually.
Amison, what a
You know what, let's see that replay.
That was beautiful. Ball must have come
I don't know about that. That looked pretty clean on our screen.
Did look pretty clean.
So, we got it.
Ball went right through his hands. And
So,
on the ground.
athletic director David Hurd, we heard him on the radio just now. He's down there on the field. He said he saw it bounce back up into Amison's hands.
Boston Douglas
So,
holding Trevor Davis.
Hurd for Crater calls it a good call. We're pretty far up on the replay, so we'll go with Hurd. This is going to be a about 46-yard field goal for Davis. Everything's good,
Ball is up.
and that is to the left.
And it is
So maybe that breeze did affect it,
good
but
try.
remains 0-0.
Boyd, he had the leg though, right?
Definitely had the leg.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Thurston
Just
take
hooked it to
over
the
on
left.
down. On the 20-yard line, first and 10. Thurston Colts. Two minutes in the first quarter. Kristen and Comer in the backfield.
Short throw. Castley picks up a first down for Thurston.
Number 4.
We do have a flag, so might be coming back. Let's see if there's holding.
We have a flag on the play. Only thing I can think of is probably holding.
Coach Stark not happy on the sideline, and that is going to be holding on Thurston.
Holding against Thurston. That's a 10-yard penalty.
So instead of what would that be, a 15-yard
It's a
gain?
10-yard for
10-yard penalty?
and then that's a 25-yard shift. Man. I mean, Stark is clapping him on over there, encouraging him, because that is their 5th penalty of this quarter, not even just a half.
Right.
Quarter.
It was at the spot of the foul, so it's first and 15.
So from their 15, Comer has it. Good yardage on the left.
Comer
Getting about 6 or 7.
with the handoff from Chris. Brought down by Gavin Acre. Got about 5 yards back.
Got a minute and a half left here in this first quarter. 0-0.
He's second down and 9.
This clock now running down to 1 minute to go. Christ hands out to Comer again. Comer got some space. Brought down about the 44, 45-yard line. Great run by Comer.
That was another great tackle, but he got the yardage that he needed there. Plus, and again, how many times have we seen Thurston get out of these third and longs? Great job by the D to be able to push them back a couple times in Thurston. Those third and longs, great job by their offense to get what they need.
That's another stat I would keep track of, but it's too late. The third down conversions. But they're doing pretty well. Short pass here. Caleb Scott going inside and picks up another first down for Thurston. They're moving here at the end of the first quarter.
Caleb Scott with the catch. Quick Linsky with the stop. Not before first down.
We got 20 seconds left, so this will be the last play of this first quarter. If they decide even to go for it.
Take a break here, regroup, get ready for the second half or second
They're
quarter.
calling the team over, so that will be the final play of this first quarter. 0-0 on the General Scott scoreboard. That's surprising.
We got a tough one tonight, folks. 0-0.
Well, we'll be right back after these messages. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
Alvin Royce and Chris in the backfield.
We're back going here, second quarter. Nice little dump pass there, right to Dawson Muggy.
Dawson Muggy with the catch.
Make it a 2nd and 6.
Kane Lassiter
Comets
with the
40-yard
catch.
line.
Make it 2nd down and 6.
Story of that first quarter was the penalties on Thurston. They cannot overcome that, so if you clean that up and take away those penalties, who knows what they would have been able to do.
That's very true.
Chris going deep in the middle. Man's open, man caught it. Caleb Scott, first down, first and goal.
Second long throw there. Thurston.
Nice catch. After Chris threw a beautiful pass. Blakey on the tackle.
First and goal from the 6.
First and goal, Thurston. On the greater 6-yard line.
Short pass. Wrapped up at the 6. No gain. Maybe a loss of 1, but I think they'll mark him at the 6, it looks like.
That was a good wrap-up, good swarming stop there. We got 3 defenders right in there.
Kyle Paisley with the catch. Make it 2nd and goal.
So Thurston knocking on the door.
Comer and Chris in the backfield.
Man in motion. Chris rolling to the right. Man open and incomplete. Had it in his hands.
And he was right on the sideline there. You could see him with his tippy toes.
Kyle Castley, the intended receiver, and had it. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal.
Makes it 3rd down and goal. Comer and Chris in the backfield.
Giving it to Comer. Comer's got the space. Cuts it inside. Nicely done.
For a touchdown, Thurston.
Yeah, he had some speed on that too, and once he got that corner with those that speed there, there's no way you were going to be able to stop him.
Take a look at that one more time. So 3rd and goal. Hand out to Comer. Comer to the right. Cuts in. Good blocking on the right too. That was Castley making a nice block. The receiver.
Yeah, in spite of all those penalties, Colts first one's on the board.
23 is kicking the ball. Gavin Leves.
That kick is good. It is 7-0 here at Thurston. You're watching Table Rock Sports. We'll be right back after these messages.
Thurston.
Welcome back. Crater ready to receive after that 6-yard touchdown rush. Wesley Comer adding to his already illustrious Thurston career, although didn't have the numbers on it. Oh, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, Wesley Comer, 205, so he's got some speed too. When he came right around that corner, charging for the end zone, that's going to be a hard one to stop.
Nice high kick.
And that is in.
Akery.
Akery's got some space.
Oh, he almost.
And the kicker's able to get just enough of an arm on it. That was a possibly
Gavin had an open field.
Game save or touchdown scoring save.
Saving tackle. Touchdown saving tackle.
Touchdown saving
I got
tackle.
you. I was reading your mind. I know what you were trying to say.
Their own 38-yard line. Davis and Akery in the backfield. Number 3 would not let go of Gavin Akery. Bryson Quinn just held on to Gavin. First down for Raider. Timeout, Thurston.
Let me know because it shows good on our end, but can you let us know?
Quick timeout there, Thurston. Having to just regroup. First timeout of the game right there.
There we go. Now update that. So first down for Crater. Davis getting stuffed there.
Yeah, nowhere to
losing
go now.
3.
I wonder if that was a broken play. I wasn't sure if that looked like a design keeper. He kind of had it awkward, and he didn't really move like he was running. You know what I mean? How when you're thinking it's a design QB keeper, you're going to move. And that was just kind of weird.
Yeah, he didn't really get anything going, and I don't know if it was the linemen were pushed into each other or they were supposed to go to a different direction. Not sure, but yeah, there's loss of 3 on that one, so 2nd and 13. Davis going back, getting a lot of pressure. Short one, Acree's got it, trying to get some moves up to the 49, so picks up 4.
Stays in bounds.
Manageable 3rd and 9.
We got 3rd down and 9.
Under 9 minutes to go. Davis looking to throw again. Well covered and thrown over. Trevor Jasko, the closest receiver. It's going to be another punt for Crater. So Crater able to pick up a few first downs on their first few series, but nothing really serious aside from that missed field goal by Trevor Davis.
Yeah, and this is not at all what I thought this game was going to be like tonight. Well, that's football for you, right? And I mean, I know we're still early. We're only not even halfway through the second here. A lot of football still to play.
That is a wonderful bounce down at the 5.
5-yard line.
I guess just in my head, I was anticipating it to be more of a higher scoring game because all the previous games these teams have played were very high scoring, and so, you know.
Yeah, barn burner. We thought that both teams would be clicking on offense, but that isn't necessarily the case. And, it's a Crater defense that's been out for the longest on the field, and now with a very long field for Thurston to go 95 yards away from the end zone. Depending on how many first downs they're able to put together, this could really wear down the Comets defense even more.
Also be a good time maybe for Crater to come up with some really good staunch defense to be able to try and take advantage of being so far back.
This is where Thurston has to be careful of penalties as well.
Oh, sure.
Already backed up. Chris is at his end zone. Hand off and going nowhere. Yeah, pick it up 1.
Host the tackle. Kennewick with the tackle. Gain of 2 on the
Now they give them 2 on that one.
8.
So gain of 2. It's nice. Give you a couple more inches right away from your end zone.
Exactly.
Any buffer. Last thing you want is any sort of defensive, penalty or scoring for Thurston. Safety. You want to try and avoid that.
Chris looking to throw. Man open and stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Great tackle by Swislinski.
Wow, good play.
Long 3rd down.
Heads up play, no gain on it. Bruce was right there. Swislinski.
So 3rd and 7. They're at the yellow 18-yard box for the soccer teams.
That's not a yellow first down marker.
No, it is
see
not.
On the shows.
And it's not virtual. It's the real painted line. It's going deep and has his man, and that is caught. That is a great play, Castley, to get them out of any danger zone.
I think this is the 4th time we've seen this now, which is ridiculous. These 3rd and longs. Why aren't they doing this on every play?
I'm not sure.
You know,
Is it a Crater fault on the defense, or is it Thurston just, hey, you know what, 3rd down, let's do something good, and they do it? I'm not sure what it is.
It's just interesting to me. Because if you're having success launching the balls like that, that's probably what the 4th one over 20-yard throws.
Comer is stuffed, losing 2 on that one. And that is Jimmy Jordahl on that tackle. But that's got to be deflating for the Crater defense as well to have so many 3rd and longs against Thurston offense, knowing what Thurston can do. Hey, we got this.
Oh, yeah. You're right there. You're about ready to go have a break, and all of a sudden, you're back in for another 4.
Still 2nd and 12. Chris going short, making that look easy, and good blocking, and Castley is off to the races. Tackled by Acree about the 4-yard line.
Interesting formation there for the start of the kickoff. Notice they do something else with the PATs as well, which is kind of interesting.
That's going to be a touchback, mishandled.
We have a touchback on the play.
So Brady Brock bobbled it, but probably maybe good for him. Bring that out to the 20. But yeah, I wonder if it gives them that option on that kickoff to be ready for an onside kick, that they could start it from right there, or if it's mind games, not sure.
Just in case in the future?
Yeah. Never know. We always line up. That's boring. Let's do this. This is more fun. I'm not sure what the reason would be, but plenty of options. Handoff. Acree's got another 1st down.
Well, if they line up funky like that all the time, and then they spread it into their formation, if they do that at every kickoff, and then Crater decides the one time not to follow, and then all of a sudden they just know there's a certain keyword or a code or whatever, a hand movement, a gesture, and all of a sudden it's an onside kick.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Random. But I understand Coach's philosophy there.
Man of motion. Davis getting all the pressure, gets pushed. Trevor Jasko.
It's the first time he's been called tonight.
Actually getting a catch here. Picks up, looks like 3. They give him 4. They give him 4 on that. Excuse me, 3. So 3. So 2nd and 7. It's the chain gang over there was moving up and back. Couldn't see it. Like 4-5, 4-4.
5:47 in the 2nd quarter.
Roll to the right again is Davis.
Ball fell short.
So Douglas, the intended receiver, that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. 3rd down, something Comets have not been good at tonight so far.
No, not on their side or stopping them for their defense either. It's been a struggle both sides of the ball.
Thurston are the defending state champions, so you got to give that to them, and most of the players are returning. But Davis and Code got to work to figure out how to break down that defense and get some scores on the board, because they are currently shut out with 5:44 left in this first half. Davis going long. It's a catch, and they're calling no penalty on that one. They're calling good coverage on Bryson Quinn. Bring up 4th down. Davis going to have to punt again.
Yeah, and that's just not one of the great skills that Davis has that you really want him using, right? I mean, punting, not something you really want to be ending your drives with. So,
it's a lot of punts already here for Crater. Pretty sure they've had to keep track of it. Pretty sure more punts already in this first half than they had all last game. That was clipped.
He's got it. He might break it. Oh, the straight arm right there.
Caleb Scott. Take it away from Davis. Davis ripped it out of his hands. My gosh. He just pulled it right out. I haven't seen that since the 90s.
Since the 90s.
I'm serious. I haven't.
What a great move, and that definitely woke up this Crater crowd here. They were booing earlier, and all of a sudden they are awake.
Has it. Davis just pulls it right out of his hands.
Like he's going to tackle him, but instead of that, he just rips the ball instead.
My
I thought he
gosh.
was going to do a spin tackle, and all of a sudden he's running the other way.
Heads up play by Davis. My word. It was like a Florida State bowl game. I think it was, I can't remember what it was, but I remember this. It was in a dome, and it was a bowl game, probably mid-late 90s, that one of the receivers, he ran all the way down. Same thing. He was down to almost score, and the defender ripped it out of him and just took it away. Acree's got Akers, and Acree is in the end zone. What a turnaround from Crater.
Yeah, this place is buzzing again.
What yard line was that on? My gosh.
How long was the run? I don't know.
That was about, I'll call it a 45-yarder.
Acree with a touchdown.
Just like that.
We got a game. It's Friday Night Football. So Davis punts it, rips it away, and now kicking.
To complete this one-play series. That one is easily through 13-7.
If he would have ran that one in, that would have been everything. Davis with the turnover, Davis with the score, with the PAT. I mean, great team effort, though. This is fantastic.
This is nuts. It just flipped on its head, and whew, I don't know what to say. Seriously, going back to that was a bowl game in a dome. I remember that. I remember seeing that game. It just blew my mind because I'd never seen that before. It was another huge, it was either a punt return or just a passing play, but the receiver had the ball all the way down to about the 10 or the 5.
Ooh.
And the DB had come back and chased him down and just reached behind him, just pulled it right out of his hands, and took it the other way.
Oh, wow.
I had not seen it since then. That's what I said. 13-7, we have a ball game. Wow.
5 minutes remaining here, huh?
And Caleb Scott.
You got 5:10 left here. 13-7, you see on the John Scott scoreboard. Davis still on the field, kicking off. This one's short.
And out of
it
bounds.
Goes out of bounds. So
Leg on the play.
that'll come about up.
Ball went out of bounds.
Comes back up to the 30.
This should give Thurston
The
good
35,
field
excuse me. So Thurston takes over the 35.
Thurston should take over on their own 35-yard line due to the ball going out of bounds. First and 10.
Fans, thank you for watching live high school sports coverage on TableRockSports.net, made possible by our outstanding sponsors, including our title sponsor, the Lithia Superstore on Crater Lake Highway. General Manager Jason Lawrence. Browse online at lithiasuperstore.com. And come in and work with the outstanding staff. Say hi and thank Jason Lawrence to get a chance. Our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore.
That's where I was just before I came here, doing a radio remote, letting everybody know that Lithia's got their expo sale going on Jackson County Expo right now.
Long throw and over the hands of Caleb Scott. Sale for the weekend. How long is that going for?
Going till Sunday. So they have all the cars from all their different dealerships all down there. There's everything: trucks, cars, vans, SUVs, hundreds and hundreds of cars. And great deals, too.
5:06 in this quarter. It's dragging on.
So 2nd and 10 now. Chris going short and actually over. That's going to be an incomplete, so 3rd and 10. Another long 3rd down.
Is that even an issue, though?
Say that again?
Is that even an issue, though? 3rd and long?
Hasn't been an issue for him at
Not at
all
all
tonight.
It's actually been their more successful downs. You know, they're losing downs. You know, they're using yards on 1. They're losing yards on 2. Their most successful down tonight has been 3rd down. That is a weird stat.
That's something that should have been last week on Friday the 13th, not
Right?
Friday the 20th. Chris has some options. We got a flag. I don't know what's going on down there, but he just throws it away. This could be some personal foul.
Holding, I think, maybe. Just the way some of the defenses were down, defensive players.
That was just a scrum.
Holding against Thurston.
Reynolds declined.
Well, yeah, they'll bring up 4th. Yeah, and just, you know, a couple of the defensive players looked like they just got tackled down there, so easy call. Ref standing right there.
This is a dog pile. I didn't know how are you throwing a flag? What's happening? There's nothing happening. They all just went and take a nap. That's what it looked like.
But you look, he gets right back up, comes right back at the QB, makes him throw, you know, an errant pass, which could have been an interception. You know, if you can get the QB to do something silly and get nervous, you know.
And that was really to nobody. So Critter able to finally be the winner on this 3rd long. And they're going to let that bounce. Takes a Thurston bounce.
Yeah, good coverage. Yeah, it was good coverage, right? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that was fine. Yeah.
That was a good defensive stand.
Critter takes over at their own 28. Yeah, good coverage and got the bounce they wanted to inside the 30. Now matching up the game clock. We are at 4:44 left in this first half. But Crater not able to do much on offense except before Gavin Acrease, about 45-yard rushing touchdown.
1st and 10.
See if they have any momentum from that. A lot of pressure. Acrease got it. Acrease stays up. Taken down to about the 35. So decent blocking, good running.
And your favorite kind of tackling, that wrap up and grab.
Exactly.
Don't let go.
Exactly.
7-yard gain, make it 2nd.
Nice 7-yard gain, though.
Thurston's done fairly well with that as far as wrapping up and being a good example of how you're supposed to tackle. It's good to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they have gloves for a reason. It's supposed to be sticky and help you do that. I didn't have gloves. I didn't have that luxury when I was in high school. We didn't allow that.
Me neither. My hands would be freezing.
And that is picked off nicely by Dawson Muggy. Stepped right in the front of Douglas. And that was huge for Thurston.
Sure was. That was a fantastic interception. And you could tell he was just watching Davis the whole way.
Davis just honestly underthrew that just a little bit.
Yeah, if he would have gone over top, overthrow like the other ones, I think that would have been a touchdown.
And Davis got to be careful. He could start getting down on himself right now. Thurston will take over. I know they're talking about probably things that happened. And that is a flag. Did not see that there.
Appears to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Crater.
So with all that scuffle over on the sideline, the penalty will be on Crater.
And that's their first one of the night, yeah?
It is.
And that's going to be a tough one that Coach Waite will not be happy about. And unsportsmanlike, or, you know?
That's a 15-yarder.
That's a biggie.
It's the kind you don't want. I know they're frustrated and they just had that interception, but who knows? Thurston may have been saying something, instigating it, but you gotta be calm. Gotta stay cool. That's for both sides. As we talked about, emotions are high, and Comer gets it. Takes it inside the 20. So just when Crater had the opportunity to take the lead, Thurston knocking on the doorstep again, now inside of the red zone.
Got a 5-yard gain.
Got 3.5 left here. Caleb Scott.
Number 6 with
That
the
is going to
carry.
be a first down, Thurston. That is their 10th first down of this half.
Appears to be good enough for the first down.
Yeah, nice little toss right there. Didn't disrupt any of his run. He was full tilt when he got that ball. You're going to be able to get a couple yards on that one just from pure speeds coming at you. You know, it's interesting in the CFL up in Canada. As a receiver, you can run straight towards the line before the ball is snapped. So when you get to the line of the ball snap, you can be at 100% speed.
That's right. Comer not wrapped up, but then taken down. So picking up a couple. That's right. That sounds familiar now.
So, you know, you're getting away with it here when you're doing a sweep coming through. Although, you know, your receiver's full tilt, but he's got to make that curve. It's a little tougher.
Makes a second down on about 8.
So 2nd and 9. Handoff Christ.
Handoff to number 22.
And that's Calvin Royce.
Calvin
Good game.
Royce.
Brings them down to about the 9.
3rd down and about 5.
They mark it at the 10, excuse me. So 3rd and 5.
Wait and Lassiter on the stop.
Another handoff. Picks up the first down. That's going to be 1st and goal now for Thurston.
And it looks as though it's 1st and
Another
goal for
successful
Thurston.
3rd down conversion.
Ball's on the Crater 4-yard line. 1st and
Yeah,
goal.
3rd downs really have not been the Colts' problem tonight.
1:33 in the 2nd quarter.
All I can remember is that 2nd and 12 where they had that huge play. Otherwise, I feel like, yeah, every other huge running or passing play has been on 3rd down, 3rd and long. So from the 4, Chris dumps it to Comer. Comer's got it.
Yeah, that seemed too easy. He was wide open.
Chris is showing some ability with a nice pass to Comer wide open.
Nice play from the
For the
Colts.
touchdown. Thurston.
That's Comer's 2nd touchdown of the night.
First one running, that one passing
Levesque
or receiving.
See if Levesque can put this through to give him a 2-score lead again. That's a fumbled snap. Picked up by Crater, but that's a 2nd.
Ball is
Miffed.
fumbled.
P-A-T.
No, but if he could have kept that going all the way back, you score on that?
Is that 2?
Extra points.
That considered a safety?
Would it be a safety?
I can't
Would it
remember.
be a touchdown?
Can't remember if it's a touchdown or safety, but it's on a kick, so I believe
Yeah, but he fumbled it, right? That's the placeholder.
true, but it was on a kick, so I can't remember.
I don't know either.
I think it's run back.
So
for
many
safe, but
rules in football.
Yeah, no matter what.
So many.
It would have been something.
Oh, it would have been something.
Some
It would have
score.
been something. Even if it got called back, this whole
Yes.
place would be buzzing like crazy.
Oh, yeah. But more importantly, though, I mean, even aside from that, it's 19-7 instead of 21-7. So Crater, at least on the special team side of things, have been very good. It's just their offense that have struggled. Offense that has struggled.
Brady Brock. Gavin Acree back deep.
So we have 1:10 left here in this first half.
Minute 10 in the 2nd quarter.
Well, My Circle K, get your crunch on.
with crispy crunchy chicken available at My Circle K. That's a game winner right there. Find them, follow them, kick back with them at mycirclek.com. And again, at crispy crunchy chicken will be all over the KTVL set tonight for Friday Night Football, whoever the guests will be. Kids gotta love free food, especially good free food. This will stay in and returnable, but bobbled there. That's not good for Crater as they are backed up to their own 15, where could have been a clean return. Probably a little better shot, better spot.
Ryan Vesto with the stop. Crater will take over on their own 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Minute and 5 in the second quarter.
You have to run the 2-minute offense here. Acree, he's got some space. He's up the field. He's going. He is still going. He might get caught. He is caught from behind down to the 10. What a run from Acree. 1st and goal, Crater. And they got 50 seconds left.
That started with what, 105?
We got 15, 14. About 14 seconds on that. Don't have to run the 2-minute offense here. They have all 3 timeouts, and they're only 10 yards away.
1st and 10. 1st and goal.
Acree takes it to the 5, about the 4.
Acree with the run right up the middle, weaving through.
We're going to have a timeout now, Crater. Their first timeout of this half.
You know what's kind of funny about Acree getting pulled down from behind on a touchdown saving tackle? He did that earlier to the Thurston runner.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Payback, right? Do unto others. Doesn't that what they say? Do unto others as you have others do unto you?
Well, it was doing to others before others do unto you. But, yeah, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But.
Well, that's what he did.
It's like we're putting it back to 35 seconds on the clock.
35 seconds in this.
So 2 timeouts. Crater's only 4 yards away. Plenty of time. Plenty of timeouts. It's only 2nd down. Plenty of downs, plenty of timeouts, plenty of time.
And they're on the 4, so not very far to go.
What a huge confidence boost this could be for the Comets. Were they able to punch this into the end zone? Let's see what their play calling will be. Davis rolling to the right. He had a man wide open, and it was intercepted in the end zone by Castley.
Deflected pass. It appears
that
it was intended for a chase here, and the ball.
Yeah. The woes for the offense continue. Down at the 4. Okay, you get down at the 4. You have 35 seconds left. 2 timeouts. This is only 2nd down.
You got Gavin Acree.
Man, he was open. He was open. It looked like, I believe it was Amison, but they were open, tipped, and intercepted.
Well, I mean, just have him run it. You have 35 seconds left on the clock. Just do a couple run plays. Get this
to more than 4,085 Crater High graduates. The Crater.
So it moves forward and then goes right there to where it needs to go.
Right, that's perfect. Stop signs are pretty self-explanatory, but we get asked all the time, how close can a person park to a stop sign? Any guesses?
Right here?
It's very close. How many feet do you think that is?
10.
10? The actual law states that it's 20 feet from the stop sign.
Right here?
Perfect, I'll take it. And finally, let's briefly discuss four-way stops. This one is mostly well known, but it's worth mentioning. At a four-way stop, the stop is the next person who has the right of way.
Why was the cop at the beach?
Why?
Because there was a crime wave.
That's it for our 5th episode. For any exceptions to the information, please review the Oregon Revised Statute for each topic. Many thanks to our guest star, and we will see you next month for our 6th episode of Traffic Safety First.
Career in law enforcement, the Explorer program at CPPD might be just a program for you. Explorers will learn about all aspects of police work through ride-alongs, training sessions, and an annual competition with other youth participants. Visit us at the Centerpoint Police Department or call 541-664-5578 to learn more about how to get yourself signed up for this fun program. Centerpoint Police Department. Dedicated service, committed to excellence.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Welcome back. TableRockSports.net, Aaron Nilsson, Danny Canada. This is the Crater Foundation Halftime Report. The foundation provides scholarships for Crater graduates to help them take the next step and succeed. Learn how you can help them too at craterfoundation.district6.org. And you can see there on the scoreboard, but also on the John L. Scott scoreboard at the half. Thurston 19, Crater 7. All of the scoring has happened in the second half, and honestly, there should have been more. Crater with that interception and a tipped ball. Amoston not able to hold on to it. Thurston intercepted it in the end zone. Could be 19-14 maybe, but 2 missed points by Thurston as well, so it could be 21-14. A lot happening in this first half, especially in that second quarter. A lot of penalties. Maybe 5 penalties for Thurston, 1 for Crater. 6-yard run from Comer made it 7-0 Thurston. And a 6-yard touchdown catch by Cassidy made it 13-0 off the first missed point. PAT for Thurston. And then a 45-yard rushing touchdown by Acre made it 13-7. And then a 4-yard touchdown catch by Comer, again his second of the night, second touchdown. And another missed PAT, 19-7. Danny, go ahead and say what, kind of already said during this first half of what we think about it and what's been going on and what we expected, but has anything changed?
Well, it's crazy because, we were talking a lot about, don't let the penalties kill you. Well, Thurston's been dealing with a bunch of those penalties, yet they're still up on the scoreboard, right? And so that's kind of a weird stat there because normally that's not what happens. Turnovers, 2, right? You got to look at turnovers.
2 for Crater and 1 for Thurston. Thurston was just a turnover on downs, but Crater didn't do anything with it.
No, and then, Davis rips the ball right out of the hands, and they don't do anything with that either. So, you got to capitalize on those turnovers, and then, the interception right in the end zone. That's got to be just a killer way to just end your drive in your first half, how you were coming back. And like you say, they're super close. It could have been a number of different scores, but most likely it would have been 14-19 had that interception not happened with only 30 seconds left on the clock. 2
timeouts. They were only 4 yards away from scoring.
Oh, yeah, you just got to hammer it in at that point, right? You just want to use some time if you can. So I'm thinking everything that we were talking about the beginning of this game hasn't kind of gone that way, right? We thought it was going to be high scoring. It's kind of low scoring. We thought it would be all offense. It's actually really defense, a lot of offensive miscues and penalties. We said, that'll kill you. And it doesn't seem to faze the Colts at all. How many third down and longs? And they find a way out of it. That's
countless.
Been amazing. So
let's go ahead.
Halftime, here we go.
And let's check in on some other scores around the horn. What have you got there? We had a lot of teams still in action. It's only the third week.
Yeah, let's see, 29-20, Grants Pass over Mountain View. That's at the half there. Let's see, 26-7, North Medford. That's the last score that I see in that game. That North Medford over Bend, and I'm not sure where they are in that game. And then Ashland, they are just crushing Ridgeview, 25-0, and that's halftime for them as well. Hey, since it's the Crater Foundation halftime show, the Crater High School Hall of Fame Awards induction ceremony is going to be coming up pretty soon here, Saturday, October 5th. That's at 6 p.m. If you want some information for that one, you can go to craterfoundation@district6.org, so send an email there for information. That's craterfoundation@district6.org, or you can call 541-494-6308. Later in the year, then also we've got the Crater Foundation 25th Annual Dessert Auction, and that looks delish. I've never auctioned for my desserts before, but I would do it because I bet these are amazing. That's going to happen Saturday, December 7th at the Expo.
Yeah, anytime you have dessert in a sentence, you got me.
Auction off the dessert.
For a good cause. Probably some top-of-the-line desserts in there, too.
Oh, yeah. You bet, baby. That's what I want to get in there and try some of those. I have a sweet tooth.
It's by invitation only, so we'll see. But you know,
I'm sure I can find one.
You probably could. You can find an invitation, but what will you do with it? So this is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TedRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou and presented by My Circle K, Bill's Glass, and Sherm's Food for Less. Got about 2 minutes left before kickoff as of right now, as the teams are now making their way back to the field. You're watching TedRockSports.net. We're right back after these messages.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajakapal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At U.S. Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
And we are back here on the John Scott scoreboard, just under 1 minute to play. Teams are out warming up. Let's see if they're going to add any more time to that, since they just barely got out of here. Just in case, we're going to step away for just 1 more minute. We'll be right back. Refs in the middle. I got 2.5 minutes left. Never mind. They just added that because the teams got here late. They had the halftime show after Edgar Allan Poe. So, we will see you in 2 minutes.
Let's go! At U.S. Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Lithia who made it all possible. Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now.
Rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
The intended receiver. Anderson almost picked that off. Make it 3rd and long. This is a big down for Crater. They got to shut Thurston down.
Defense. Make some noise.
Just out of the reach of number 13. Jason Phillips. They're going to make it 4th down.
I took the replay of Acres
And
run. Look what it captured.
Thurston's going to kick the punt. Crater came to play defense. Good job on the defense at Crater.
And then this. Halftime. I captured the replay, and that's what it showed, dude.
Well, that's kicking.
There we go.
Kevin Akery, the lone back.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. We have had a couple of technical difficulties, but we are back up as Crater withstood.
Ball
Is able
goes out of bounds.
to get the punt now. Down by 5 after that 61-yard Gavin Akery touchdown
Take
rush.
over on downs.
You know, you say shoulda, coulda, woulda, but if you think about it now, the Comets would be ahead 21-19, you know, had they been able to punch that through at the end of the second half there.
Exactly. Most likely that would have not. It may have affected the halftime speech, but it would not. That's where you can legitimately say that would not have affected anything else because they were getting the ball back anyway, and that would have ended probably that first half. Where you change something else in the course of the events during a game, and it changes everything else after that. You know what I mean? That's why you can't usually say, well, that would take that score back. Well, that changes everything else. It changes the thinking. It changes the time possession, the field position, everything after that. So everything else after changes. You can't really just say, well, they would have scored that touchdown, they would have won. I've been careful to point that out and to do that because that's what you usually think logically. But here, logically, if they punch that into the end, they're down 19-14. Halftime's over. They get the ball back to begin. They score it again. Then they're winning. Yes, that I could legitimately say it could be and should be 21-19.
Yeah.
Normally
that's
quite
the analysis.
Yeah.
It makes you think of like time travel movies, all right? You go time travel, you change one small, minute thing, and it just changes the whole course of a whole bunch of things.
Exactly.
I love time travel movies.
You cannot select and pinpoint one single event, change that, and not change anything else after that. That is literally almost impossible.
Did you watch The Flash?
Yes.
All right. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. And Thurston coming up with the defensive stand.
Although Akery's been like The Flash tonight.
But he was Grandmaster flashed on this one and not able to pick up a first down. So they're going to have to punt. Thurston does their job. Momentum, the pendulum swings again back in the favor of the Colts.
Trevor Davis.
And they were not able to get off that substitution in time. Austin Bram running off, was not able to get off in time. It looks like they may have hiked it with 12 players in the field. Well, let's see. That is, so they will get 5 yards. Bring it up to the 40, so it'll be 4th and 3. Does this change weight? And any decision, or will they still punt it and just say that they have 5 yards now?
Nah, you still punt here. You got to. It's too close of a match.
So that was a...
Almost blocked.
Almost blocked and almost caught him, too. That gets the Comets bounce. Down to the 20.
Good kick by Trevor Davis.
Great kick by Davis.
I think Thurston kind
So
of
that
thought
penalty,
was
essentially,
gonna
not a legal substitution. It just the substitution hadn't been completed, so I'm not sure exactly what that
Too many men
call
on the field.
is.
There's probably too many men on the field.
Probably, that's, yeah.
It's not an illegal substitution, right? Because
Legal,
Raider-
just they didn't get them off. They had 12.
Well, illegal is when they change when the offense does not, right? Because if the offense doesn't change, you can't. But they change for punt formation, right?
Yes.
So many rules. I wanted to be a ref. There's just too many rules.
There are.
There's too much.
It's like the English language. So many rules. So many exceptions as well.
Webster's
And
adding
wrapped up.
530 words to the dictionary. Adding.
Slang, most likely, and just great, wonderful.
How many more words can you really add? Probably things like Snapchat.
Gain of 4 on the play. Makes
I guess. I mean, yes, it's
6.
a word now.
Does that disgust you?
Snapchat doesn't because it's more of a product.
Yeah.
That's okay.
The fact that it's a word in the English dictionary?
It's more of the things like where you go like ain't. All right, ain't is a word. It's just someone just being lazy, and that's usually that's what really bugs me is when it's someone just I don't want to say that, or I'm going to say this my own way.
Towards Chris.
Like axe instead of ask.
Yeah, that's
pressure.
well, axe is in the dictionary, so that's okay.
Not as that
Axe
word.
is an actual tool.
Yeah, but if I'm going
But
to
I
axe
know.
you,
Yes.
I'm going to chop your limb off. I'm not going to ask you if you want to come over for dinner.
Right.
I'm going to axe you.
Right.
Big play for Craters.
I know that's one of the slang things. So don't really get me started. I'm a grammar Nazi, and if we start talking about the languages, and I'm just never going to stop. Let's focus on the game. That Comer makes a good run and a first down.
And he had some
Another one.
yardage.
So Thurston able to move the
First
sticks
down for Thurston.
again on a long third down play.
Brady Brock with a touchdown.
They just love their third
Carrying that
downs.
ball with authority.
It's like, why have first and
Yardage.
second? Just go straight to
First
third.
and 10,
When they
Thurston.
get the ball, just put them back 10 yards.
Royce
Tell them
in
it's
the
third
backfield
down.
with Chris.
Springfield should open up a new restaurant, and they should call it Third and Long, and it'd be really popular. Be a very successful place.
And if you're a Thurston Colt, you eat there for free.
There you go.
It's good marketing.
Royce with the catch. Make it second down and a long field.
So Crater defense going to have to come up big here. Thurston offense trying to extend this lead. Chris, a short pass. It's what's been working. A good cut inside. Jacob Newell down near the 40 of Crater.
Jacob Newell with a good catch. Gives Thurston a first down.
So this is where, I mean, it's all not even halfway through the third quarter, but
Brady.
Crater defense has been out on this field a long time
First and 10, Thurston.
for the course of the game.
Yeah, the entire game, absolutely. But still, even though you've had your halftime, you've had a bit of a break, you're still tired. That gas is still gone.
Exactly. Calvin Royce with the carry.
Jimmy Jordan with the tackle. Make it second down and 6. Got Kristen Koner in the backfield.
And up to Comer again, and he is brought down or wrapped up at the line. Caden Lassiter.
Caden Lassiter with a good tackle.
So actually a third and short. Maybe this is a disadvantage for the Colts.
We'll see.
Third and short, what do we do?
See if it comes back to bite them.
They're on Crater's 38-yard line.
So about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.5 maybe.
Well, you're probably going to go for it on fourth down here anyways. They did it last time.
Good play here.
Yeah, they're in that no man's land. A punt is kind of not a great idea, and a short pass and a well drawn out play. Kyle Castley again.
James Ruth with the push out, but not before. Colts got a first down. Pretty nifty play. First and 10.
And up to Comer, right up the middle. He's still going down inside the 5.
That was a great move by Comer there. A little hesitation, a little wiggle, got that hole, and just boom, just boosted right through there. That was an awesome little run.
So knocking on the door again, up by 5, looking for more.
Goal on the 5-yard line.
Comer fumbles it, has to fall down at about the 12-yard line.
Comer fumbled it, recovered it himself. Make a 2nd and goal.
Can't be really easy having one hand in the cast, being able to hold on to those handoffs, really.
Oh, yeah.
So 2nd and goal at the 7.
Royce in the backfield with Chris. Touchdown.
Wide open.
Yeah, wide open, too easy. Even though he had to twist and turn around and try and get those 2 feet in bounds, that was a gimme.
Kyle Casely with the touchdown. Thurston will go for the extra point.
So Castley makes it 25-14.
Interesting, they haven't ever tried to go for 2 yet. Trying to make up any of those lost PATs that they've done.
And they're doing that right now.
It appears they're going to go for 2.
This would be to pull back one of those. And they do not. Not 2, not even 1. So an 11-point lead now.
Caden Lassiter stopped that.
PAT and extra. The conversions are not going well.
25, Crater 14.
You're watching TableRockSports.net. We'll be right back after these messages. You see the John Scott scoreboard there in front of you, 25-14 Thurston. And actually, I did not reset those timeouts. I apologize. Both teams still have both, or actually all 3. All 3 timeouts, yes. So 7-yard Kyle Castley catch.
Ready to kick.
And they failed to convert the 2-point conversion. This one. Decided to take it again. Up to the 20. And the 23. So Acree gets 3 more than had he let it go into the end zone. But really with someone like Acree, you kind of just, you got to let him take those. I think what he's able to do and to break out, and he's so slippery. It's hard to do a touchback when he can possibly get a return.
Yeah, and you never know any time, right? All he's going to do is get one little seam, miss tackle, boom, gone. Yeah, and that's just like the gamble with football, right?
That's kind of what Crater needs. The way the offense has been going, they need the special teams filling those gaps. Davis little dump. Acree, one-handed catch, makes one miss. But they end up losing yardage on that one.
One-handed catch. Acre appears to be a loss on the play, though.
Yeah, that definitely was probably one of those better ones where you just kind of let it go. But it's hard to do and tell that when you're back there and you're on the full run and you know, make that completion. Especially like you say with a guy like Acre, you never know what he's going to do.
Colts were really pushing hard. They were swarming. Davis and the keeper rolling down about the 34. That's going to be close to a first down.
Appears to be good enough for the first down.
That is a first down.
Davis with the keeper right up the middle. It is 1st and 10. Craters.
Good little last effort too with that little spin and just push. Fighting to get to where you need to be.
Craters on their own 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
And what do we got here?
There's to be a penalty on the play.
And that is going backwards.
It'll be a false start, yep.
Procedure call on Crater. There'll be a 5-yard penalty. Penalties really hurt you. Make it
So their second penalty of the game. First of the second half. Only a 5-yarder, and it is first down. So not super harmful at this point, but wrong direction. And swarmed.
Right up the gut, Gavin Acre. But a host of tacklers in on that play from Thurston.
It'll be hard for them to just continue to go to Acre with that front line, huge front line.
Led by Kelton Campbell.
Yeah, definitely have to mix it up with some pass plays. And I want to see Trevor Davis light it up a little bit. And get this ball up in the air. We know he can do it.
So 2nd and 14. Davis rolling out. Man's open. Jasko's got it. And a flag.
It looked like there was pass interference call there. They're going to decline it, obviously. That was a fantastic catch.
We had a flag on the play. Trevor Jasko with a great catch.
And that is going the direction.
So it must be against Thurston.
Declined, first down, Crater.
Pass interference, Thurston. Obviously.
See that replay one more time. That catch. Man right on him.
Craters
turning around.
on Thurston's 35-yard line.
First down from the 35 of the Colts. Going deep. Off of his hand. It looks like he did get one hand to it, but
pass by Trevor Davis.
it's just to his outside shoulder.
Yeah, and Shearer just got one arm on it there.
Intended to receiver.
Honestly, that wasn't that bad, but
Make it 2nd down and 10.
a little more inside, or if Shearer had been a little bit closer to that pylon, because it was, yeah, over his shoulder. That's a hard catch to make. No fault to Shearer. Davis is going to keep it. Slips. Pushes down to about the 26.
Trevor Davis.
That's close to another first down.
Yeah, he got a good hit there, though.
He put it down. He went forward. He didn't go backwards, so Davis was able to lay some power into his. That's going to be offside. They jumped. Another penalty on Thurston.
And you think he's doing some hard calls up there? Because he's getting them to jump quite a bit.
And that's something that the coaching's got to be looking at too. And if they keep doing that, then they got to keep calling those, making those hard calls, because something Thurston's trying to keep managed and clean is that penalty box. But you know what? And I'm not talking about hockey. Into the corner. Pushed. Caught. Incomplete. That is out of bounds. He did make the catch, but it was out of bounds. I mean, if you're going to do something like that, it would be first down. That's the time you do it.
Folks, we would like to have Callie Aston to go to the front gate. Callie, you're being summoned to the front gate. Callie Aston, please go to the front gate. 2nd down and 10.
Davis is going to keep it. Keeps pushing inside the 15.
Gutsy running.
It's going to be about 3rd and 2.
Brought down by Spineri. Davis with a good.
And those 14, so 3rd and 3. Yeah.
3rd and 3.
I know they're expecting Acree to get it, but you got to mix up like that. Davis has had a difficult time with passing, but his legs are doing it. There's a hard call there. They almost got another jump.
So he is doing hard calls up there, huh?
That's what it looks like. He's definitely putting a lot of emotion into his head. Acree pounding forward. That should be another first down. That is another first down.
First down.
5th first down of this quarter. They had 6 all of the first half.
Wow.
But Acree was able to get that first down.
How do you think the conversation went in the locker room at halftime?
He's running.
Get first downs?
Exactly. We got to move the ball on offense.
Downs.
We got to, yeah. And off to Acree, but he is taken down just at the 10. So it picks up 1, maybe 2.
He got pulled down hard too there.
Acree with the run.
Honestly, nice to see Keenan O'Donnell get picked up by Creighton Gillespie.
2nd down and 8. These are tough, hard
I think Jacob
yards
Chenoweth
to
as
begin.
well, so on the line there. Davis. And that is caught for a touchdown.
Awesome. Douglas showing those great hands of his. That was beautiful. What a play.
Oh, and I just got the tail end of that.
On the money.
Ah, that was right at the end. Dang it. All right. Well.
I'll tell you what, there's no quit in this Creighton
So
team.
25-20 now on that 10-yard Douglas catch.
We're going for 2.
And they are going for 2. This is an unusual call because you've kicked for 1 and you're only down by 4.
Well,
figured you try to get some guaranteed points.
Flag on the play. Appears to
Not
be
sure
a
what-
5-yard penalty, some sort of illegal shift.
You have to kick now with that penalty.
well, yeah, you want to go for 2 because then that puts you within a field goal. That's why they're doing that. So if
Right.
you get 1, it doesn't matter. You still need to get a touchdown. If you miss, you still got to get a touchdown. So either way, great decision to go for 2. But I don't know what they're going to do here now that you just add 5 yards to your.
Got to kick it.
There
But then that's why I look at it too and say, well, the Colts have been messing up their PATs. So what if they mess up the next one? It's 31. Then you make this one another touchdown, 31-28. You're only down by a field goal at that point. I see the patterns that are happening.
Appears to be a
But
stiff penalty.
that's what Waite wants to do, and that's fine. But here now it's going to be 35-yard
Trevor
field
Davis
goal,
going
or
for the
extra
extra
point, excuse me,
point.
35-yard extra point.
Dawson Douglas holding it.
This is not a gimme.
They seem to move it pretty far back just for an illegal shift.
It is no good.
Ball went wide. Look at the scoreboard. Comets 20. Colts 25.
So 25-20 on the John Scott scoreboard.
seconds left in the
Third quarter
third
almost
quarter.
done. We'll be right back after these messages.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Leyte who made it all possible. Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just a dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
Welcome back. TableRockSports.net. Missed PAT by Crater this time as that one goes into the end zone, so touchback. So it's been all Thurston missing extra points.
I love Crater's call, Coach Wade's call to go for 2 there. So the penalty pushing them far back. I thought that they got pushed kind of far back just for a penalty.
That was back 12 or 15 yards.
Yeah, that's for an illegal shift. I thought it was a 5 yards for a false start or an illegal shift. I find that interesting, the placement of that.
Palmer and Christ in the backfield.
And I'll tell you what, no matter what happens here, through 3 quarters, only 5 points separating these teams. If they meet in the playoffs, that'll be quite the game. And we got a flag delay of game.
There should be too much time on the Colts. 5-yard penalty. Make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, little boxes I made are already full.
Yep.
I'm going to have to
They're full.
make some arrows now. Another 5-yard penalty on Thurston.
Make some bigger boxes next time.
Yeah. Short throw. And wrapped up. Stuck at the 15.
Great play.
No gain. That will do it. That is the end of the 3rd quarter.
Chase Shear fought off the blockers and still made that tackle. What a great play. And end
Crater puts through 13 to Thurston 6. 25-20. Right back after these messages. Now 4th quarter, flipping sides. Chris and Thurston going long, and he is wide open. Caught.
What a game on the play. That was a beautiful play.
Quicklinski catching up there, showing his little quickness, being able to bring the receiver down. Little trip tackle, barely grabbing a hold of his leg there. I don't know, what was that, a 70-yard play?
He started at the 20, so 30, 65 yards, 66 yards. Yeah, Casey Phillips on the catch.
I rounded up, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's close enough. Gomer still pushing.
Tough yardage right up the middle.
About the 17-yard line. Game is back and forth, especially after the 1st quarter, 0-0. We've had all 45 points in just 2 quarters.
Jordan with the tackle. 2nd down and a long 3.
And a lot of Thurston's success tonight has been on those long plays. And if Crater would have been able to have their defense just stop those long and 3rd and longs, shoulda, coulda, woulda, would have been a totally different game.
Comer with the carry.
That'd be a great name for a team. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Let's
hear it for the shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Right. We are the team of disappointments.
A good fantasy team. That'd be good. I might do that
Yeah.
for my fantasy team next year. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Mine was 3:30 wake-up call. I've always liked that.
Dang, 3:30. No thanks. You got to pay me a lot of money for 3:30 wake-up calls.
I woke up at 3 o'clock when I was on the news.
I know, that's awful.
Ugh.
What time do you go to bed? Like 5:30? 6 at night?
No, usually 11.
Oh my gosh.
It was bad. And that should be enough for a first down, but sorry to get into it. We got a flag here. We're kind of getting into it. Both sides were getting into it, so what are they going to do? Is it going to be offsetting?
I saw the ref talking to the Crater
It's
boys
on Crater.
there.
So half the distance to the goal.
And I'm not sure if he was saying it was on number
It is
4.
against Crater.
And
Held
this
up at
again,
number
it went
4.
back and forth. It was both of them did it, but of course it's usually the one who retaliates or does the second that gets caught, and that's what happened.
Yeah, the first thing he held up, though, was a 4. I thought he was calling a number 4, and that's who it was on, but I could be mistaken.
So Calvin Royce was the running back, the one who, because it hit kind of was, they did kind of hit him when he was either almost are on the ground or are on the ground. And that's on the turf, incomplete.
Chris hit hard as he was throwing, too, there.
Ball was intended
He got it
for
into the
Phillips,
turf
number 13.
himself, not just a pass.
Make it second and goal. Penalties. Penalties. They're killers.
So second and goal from the 8. Comer picks up one, maybe 2. That'll bring up third down and goal.
And did you notice that handoff, Aaron? It was like it was supposed to be one of those decisions or option handoffs, and it looked like he was maybe wanting to keep it, and Cromer just grabbed it, just kept pulling it. It was a very awkward handoff exchange there.
Gimme.
Suck it up and get tough.
But again, I think just with that cast, it's really hard to take handoffs. I think you got to commit. Comer's got to commit to it because he's only got one real good grip on it. Pressure. And that is incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
No
and
flag.
I believe they're bringing on the.
Bruce
They're going to kick this probably, and they will.
Deflection. Showing some heads
That
up.
they can bring the failed 2-point conversion and both missed PATs right back onto the scoreboard after this one if they make it.
It appears Thurston's going for a field goal.
So Gavin Levesque, as a right-footed kicker, this is where you want it. You're going to probably hook it to your left, so lining up near the right hash mark. Thurston's got to come up with a clean snap and a clean handle, though. And they do. And that's easy peasy.
Right down the middle. 3 points with a good field goal effort. 9:28, fourth quarter.
28-20.
28.
You're watching TipRockSports.net. Be right back after these messages.
Hello, I'm School Resource Officer Robert Monenbach from the Central Point Police Department. Along with Officer Godley, we work to keep School District 6 students safe. As school resource officers, we receive specialized training to help students feel safe and offer someone to turn to with questions or concerns. This resource is not only for the students, but it extends to the parents and school staff. Part of our duties include visiting each school in Central Point and leading the 5th grade DARE education program each year. Central Point Police Department, dedicated to service and committed to excellence.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to TateRockSports.net. 28-20 on the John Scott scoreboard. 24-yard field goal by Gavin Levesque. 28-20, Thurston Colts. We still have 9.5 left here in this fourth quarter and in this game. Acres fielded it. He's going for it. Get around some, but again, pretty much when he takes it, he gets about down to the 25, and that's about what he did again.
Usually more than you're going to get from a touchback, so, you know,
pretty good
might as well
average
let him go for it. He's not one that fumbles often, so, you know, you don't have to worry about that.
Jeremy Ross, a lead tackler, but Gavin Akers got some tough yardage out of that.
So starting on their own 24, down 8.
Makes it 1st and 10.
9:19 to go.
24-yard line.
Did you see all the posts yesterday about 9:19 at 9 p.m. at night, 19 seconds?
Yeah.
9-1.
So much. Davis. And they pick up 1 yard. Amison with the handoff, toss, reception-ish kind of style play.
Pitch.
That wasn't really a shovel pass even. I don't know what that was.
A weird, like, just here, take it.
It was a trowel
Second
pass.
down and 9 for Crater.
Second and 9. Time ticking away. It's going long. And no pass interference and no reception. Broken up by Gavin Knights.
Beautiful pass by Trevor Davis.
Gavin Knights is only 5'7". Chase Shearer 6'1".
Should have had that one.
Third down at about 9.
Third 9. This is a really big third down for Crater now, down 8. Who is this on? Well, since they're facing Thurston, that means they're going forward. So, another penalty on Thurston.
Probably an offside or encroachment here.
Another 5-yard penalty.
That's good for Crater.
There go my arrows.
Offside. Thurston makes it 3rd and 4 now.
Add all this up after the game.
Penalties.
So 3rd and 4, more manageable.
Still real big third down.
Huge third down. Acres got no blockers. Makes a miss. What a first down for Gavin Acre in the comments. He was 3-on-1.
Was he in skipping class this afternoon? What was that?
He's been practicing that. Let's watch that again.
Skip to the loo, my darling?
Yes, he does.
So skip.
Whoop, whoop,
whoop, whoop. Little skip. Whoop. Felt like John Madden there.
Exactly. I got a first down.
Little whoop.
All right. So
some nice moves.
Going long again, but there's nobody. Well, there was Thurston.
Ball falls incomplete.
Dawson Buggy was on the coverage.
2nd down and 10.
What will we get?
Gavin Acre right up the middle.
Just a couple of yards on that one.
Kobe Howard in on the tackle.
3rd and 8.
On the play makes it 3rd and about 7.
Another long third down.
Tonight, every time we start to talk, it's like the exact same time.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, you know, being down by 8, you know, we could be looking at some overtime here tonight. Davis the wrong way.
He needs the blockers.
Got one from behind, yellow.
Davis.
No, that they called that to the side, but what an effort to try to give them a shot. But couldn't find a receiver. He's going to have to punt this. So,
and they didn't call that a block from behind there?
He got him just on the side. That was very close. It was right in front of the ref.
It was right in front of him. I thought I saw the ref reach in there.
It was the closest to the line you could get on any sort of block.
Scott back deep.
So 7.5 left. Both teams have 3 timeouts left. End over end. And brought down maybe about the 23. So down to the 23 of Thurston. Up by 8 with the ball. And all 3 timeouts.
Thurston.
Crater's going to want to hang on to all 3. Yeah, both teams want to hang on all 3 if possible. But time being more the enemy to Crater now. So especially they'll want to.
Nick O'Brien told me today, he said, Dad, Thurston has some big kids. And he said, they're from the country. Farm boys, ranchers. Big, big, strong boys.
Here we go, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
1st and 10. Thurston's on their own 24-yard line.
Chris going short. And brought down, but picking up about 5 on the play.
Phillips with the catch. Brady Brock with the tackle. 2nd down and 5.
Thurston will gladly let the clock run down as much as possible, but also try to move the chains. And out to Comer. Comer taken down after a couple. Be about 3rd and 3 now.
Comer with the carry. Root with the tackle. Make it
That was a pretty vicious takedown.
And long 3.
Kind of from behind, just grabbing him, just pile drive. It's Friday Night Football, man.
So bad he broke his wrist. I'm just kidding. He already had that cast on.
Is that what he's playing with?
I didn't ask. I didn't see. I didn't know. It wasn't until we started watching that I noticed he had that on. I didn't see him in warm-ups. Short pass and a 1st down.
And methodically just moving the chains here, just kind of making it look easy, almost like they're just imposing their will on the Comets. We want to throw here, we want to pass here, we want to get about 3 or 4 yards here, eat some clock here.
Exactly what their mission right now is to run that clock down and move the chains. That's it.
Yeah, Comets got to dial some up here on D and stop this ball.
Grace looking long, going long, has a man open.
Wide open.
Shearer blowing the coverage there as he looked back. Kyle Cassie got behind him.
Kyle Paisley pulled it in.
And right when he looked back, that was just enough for him to slow down, where all of a sudden that got the separation, the receiver was open enough to drop that ball right in there. And that ball was already in the air when you look back.
And that's what's so hard as a DB in a corner. What you got to do is you got to try to stay with your man as close as possible. The only time you look back is if you know you're right with him, because that could happen. You look back and too soon, and then he's already whoop. He kept running because he knows he's looking at his quarterback the whole time. He's got the advantage. Short one, not wrapped up. That's how you don't tackle.
I'll tell you what, that is tough yardage.
Santino Stranieri taking it down to the 10.
Stranieri showing some power.
So you're down under 5 minutes.
Linsky with the tackle. 2nd down and a long
touchdown here from Thurston would pretty much seal it.
It pretty much would. Any points, really, because you're going to have to get yourself 2 scores plus a 2-point conversion. Well, a score and a 2-point conversion, but anything on top of that.
Priest has his man open, and that got deflected, looked like, but we got a penalty flag.
Jimmy Jordahl with the tip on the pass.
That's like a legal man downfield, I believe. So another penalty, and this is on Thurston again.
There's flags on the play.
I think that's only a 5-yarder. It is only another 5-yarder, but it really adds up.
Player downfield.
Crease has his man wide open. Nope, cannot come up with the catch. That was a great effort by Castley.
But he was wide open. Casey with the intended receiver. They're down at about 12.
We got a lot of updates on around the horn of the John L. Scott scoreboard for you coming up after the end of this one. So 3rd and long, and they go short again. But that's snuffed out and out of bounds, which is exactly what Crater would want. That was Varney Doreen.
With the catch.
Get that clock stopped.
Brought down by Shearer.
.412 on the clock. Looks like they're going to kick this one. This would give them the 11-point lead.
Going to try for a field goal.
How far out is this one?
This is kicking from the 23, so 33-yarder, 33-yard attempt. That is through. Levesque.
And it's good.
It is a low sort of line drive kick. Still just enough height, distance definitely to get through.
But he got it. 3 points for Thurston.
Joe Levesque has the last 6 points for Thurston. It is a 2-score game. We'll be right back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
4 minutes in.
I'm Lieutenant Griffin with a message from the Central Point Police Department about our Explorer program. If you're between 14 and 21 years of age and are interested in a career in law enforcement, the Explorer program at CPPD might be just the program for you. Explorers will learn about all aspects of police work through ride-alongs, training sessions, and an annual competition with other youth participants. Visit us at the Central Point Police Department or call 541-664-5578 to learn more about how to get yourself signed up for this fun program. Central Point Police Department. Dedicated service, committed to excellence.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. And the program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Man.
And we are back. Crater ready to receive, down by 11 with 4 minutes to go. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. This has got to be a return by Acree. But nope, he is stuffed at the 20.
Acree with the catch, but that was a gang tackle there.
So 80 yards to go for Crater.
Jeremy
they would have to do it quick, and hope to get the ball back on the turnover on downs, or if they take a few minutes, then they're going to have to onside it. They got to score first, so they can't even think about anything like that right now.
Yeah, they need a quick one. They can't be wasting time on the clock here.
On their own 21-yard line.
Acree.
Acree was pushed out by Jake Riley. Top
And the clock
4
continues
yards.
to run.
2nd down and 6.
Acree really is the yards he gets sometimes, or just if he only gets 4, it's almost like a normal person would have been 20. Getting hit. Douglas pushing for that 1st down, and it looks like he's right there and probably got it. And he did, so that stopped the clock temporarily. And with that 1st down, they have 7, or they had 6 in that 1st half. So much better on that side of things as far as the offense and being able to move the ball. Oh, clock continues.
On their own 32-yard line.
Wide open and behind Douglas. He can't come up with it, but he was wide open.
He was.
Dawson Douglas. The ball was
And that's hard to throw. And Davis running to his left.
short. But a good effort.
Something up with Douglas. He landed on that. Coming up, limping a bit. Takes himself off, walks over to the sideline. Just laying down there for a second.
Probably just needs a breather. He's been running all over the place.
Hopefully he's all right. We'll check in on him in a second.
Was picked off. It looked like that.
Almost,
Just,
right?
But they went right into Jake Riley for Thurston, and we got someone down. He is not feeling well.
We have a player down on the field.
It looks like Brandon Kreitz.
Looks like he's savoring his left leg too. Favoring.
Pounded on the turf. Definitely pointing to his left.
Here, just check quick on Dawson again. And he's still laying down here. Getting up now. That's good.
Well, fans, it's time for any former high school athletes out there to get back in the game. Please consider becoming an OSAA official. There's a series shorted statewide in all sports at all levels. Remember the people that called your games in high school? They're right down there in the black and white stripes. Now it's your turn. Visit newofficials.org to learn how you can get back in the game. That's newofficials.org.
I know you coach soccer, and I'm sure I asked you this. Have you ever officialed before? In
Yeah, I
any
did
sport?
a few games. I did a few games in soccer.
In soccer, yeah.
The high school games.
Oh, you did a couple high school games, yeah?
Wasn't too bad. Fans
And
were,
he's up. How about a big hand for that player?
because it was a JV, the parents weren't too harsh.
Oh, yeah.
If it was varsity level, it might have been a little worse, so more.
A lot worse, huh?
But good to see Brandon Kreitz getting out there with help, but definitely probably the left, knee or ankle, but hey, man, being a lineman down in those trenches, I don't know if I would ever want to do that. I did it in practice once as a defensive end, but on the end, you're by yourself. Right as a guard or a tackle, I don't know, man. Those, a lot of weight and a lot of force. Just anytime you could get landed on, and that just is, it's a freaky thing. It's a scary thing. Hopefully he'll be okay. Davis is, that's caught, and that's going to be a 1st down. Trevor Jasko.
Trevor Davis. To Jasko, good enough for that 1st down. He showed nifty.
Davis able to get away from a near sack.
Out by Quinn.
Yeah, and the opposing coaches, the Thurston Colts coaches, they're up here, and you could hear him yelling, "Get him, get him!" And then as soon as he escaped, oh!
Yeah.
So the frustration up here as well, and the coaches just trying to get their kids going.
Up to the 44. Good little about 10-yard out there.
And this is the kind of football we're used to seeing from the Comets, although we haven't seen it all night until, 3 minutes to go.
Yep, that's a
1st and 10.
little too late, but never know. They're down by 11, 2:46 left. They're moving it. This game is far from over by any means. He's getting more pressure from behind.
Oh, big hit.
And they're going to call that incomplete.
That just popped straight up in the air.
Jeremy Foss with a big hit on Trevor. He didn't even see it.
That was holding on defense anyway.
It appears to be a penalty.
So, what was a possible fumble, incomplete pass turns into 10-yard gain.
And an automatic first down.
Well, adding this up quickly. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 65, 80 yards.
Against the Colts and penalties?
Just the Colts. We'll have how many penalties that was. It's around 12 or so, but yeah, we'll have that round up after the game.
This is an interesting.
Just to throw them off, and nope, that's going to be
with a great catch.
Holding there.
Nice little nifty.
We're behind the back with Dawson Davis. It was a pancake. I got a little excited and just flattened.
Here's
So
to be holding Crater.
that goes back 10 yards. Still first down. So back to the 31. Time continues. Going all the way to the end zone. Can't focus on that one. That was Jasko trying to reel that one in. So they'll bring up 2nd and 20. 2:26 left in this one. Aside from maybe more points, this game really is just kind of what we thought it would be. Two good teams. A lot
Very
of mistakes.
close. Coming down to the end, yeah, for sure.
31-yard line.
Davis gets away unbelievably. Gets the pass off, and Shear.
Bad situation.
Caleb Scott
Shear with a catch.
makes the tackle, but amazing to get away from that.
That was an amazing escape. Although so far behind.
The refs want to talk about this. I don't know if this is.
Caleb Scott with the tackle.
Timeout for Crater.
Timeout, Crater with 2:15.
That is their first of this half. Fans, we know you like to access our games on your mobile devices, but how many of you knew we had an app for that? The TRS app is available to the Apple and Android stores. Be sure to check out TableRockSports.com each week for our features and our news feeds updated daily. Follow at Table Rock Sports on Twitter and on Instagram. Watch TRS app. It is free. The games get archives. You don't have to catch it live only, especially too. This gets used by a lot of coaches. I know, talking to Bryden Kiger, the head coach for the girls soccer team here for Crater, they were watching and laughing at some of our comments that we had during their broadcast against Henley. So we know teams will use it. They do have actual people who will record the games, film them, but they like watch the broadcast too. So it's on demand as well, not just live. So 3rd, and you know what? They got to get down to the 13, so gives you an idea.
So after the last play, Shearer was slow to get up. They called a timeout. They're still making him stay on the sideline. I think that's the frustration you're seeing there. They made him get off the field. He's fine. He just was frustrated with not being able to go anywhere. I don't think he was hurt at all.
And they're bringing the blitz, and he chucks it as far as he can. And they did not throw a flag on that one. Well, I guess they're both diving for it. That brings up 4th down, and obviously going to have to go for it. They're not kicking it from here.
No
reason
you're
to
going
punt. You're losing.
Yeah, you're going for it. Let's see what they got dialed up here. I want to see something funky and successful.
Do we pull a little safe zone from Thurston? Are they going to bring the blitz?
Big down for
You see Shearer right back there.
4th down. This is essentially the game. And Thurston brings the heat. And Amison is not even nearby.
And it is incomplete.
That is a turnover on downs for Thurston. So Crater's 3rd turnover. Thurston has only 1. 2 minutes to go. 3 timeouts for Thurston, 2 for Crater. So Crater still's in it as far as if they're able to get a stop and maybe 3 and out because they still have 2 timeouts. There is no 2-minute warning. We're already past that. We're not even past it. There is a 2-minute warning. So 2 timeouts.
I'm impressed with
they got to hope for some incompletes, or if they run, maybe they got to turnover, strip the ball.
There. You guys are really cheering them on good. 1st and 10.
But this Thurston team is arguably the best team Crater will face until they get to the playoffs.
But Chris.
And Comer
right up the middle.
Pushing for about 3 or 4. Maybe 3.
Yes, short gain on the play.
Timeout Craters, they have used 2 now.
2nd down and 6. 4 yards. He runs tough.
Southern Oregon is a hotbed for local sports at the youth, high school, college, and even Olympic levels. Stay in touch with all sports in Southern Oregon at southernoregonsports.com.
White was in on the tackle.
If fans stop into any one of the 7 Siskiyou Cellular locations in Southern Oregon for a wide range of your wireless needs. For over 25 years, Siskiyou Cellular has been keeping customers connected to people and things that matter most. Check out the latest individual, family, and business plans with all the latest smartphones, tablets, hotspots, and accessories. Siskiyou Cellular, presenting sponsor of Table Rock Sports. So 2nd and 6. They get Comer from behind, although he does get 2 to 3 yards.
James Ruth in on the tackle.
Their timeout by Crater. That is their last timeout. So
yeah, defensive coach over here who's yelling at the ref, timeout, timeout, timeout. Wasn't getting it. Probably lost a couple seconds there. I don't know if it's game-changing seconds, but
probably not. Down by 11. 150. It's 3rd and about 3.5. So if they could stop them here, Thurston will run that down. Maybe even take it to delay a game. I'm not sure. But if they punt, Ritter doesn't get a punt return touchdown.
I have about a minute on the clock.
What do you think's happened? They get a punt return touchdown.
Seconds.
It's doable.
Onside kick. They're right there in business because then they're only down by 3 if they get a 2-point conversion. But they have to get a 2-point conversion, or they just go for 2. If they don't get it, they're down by 5. They got a touchdown anyway. I don't know. It depends.
Did you fall asleep during this broadcast? Are you dreaming right now, Aaron?
Am I dreaming? No, I've seen miracles.
I've seen miracles.
So
well, there's a miracle. They just got a 1st down and more.
Oh boy. Yep. That does it into Comet territory.
4 tacklers on him. Led by Tyler Ennis, and Tyler Ennis is a stud. Great run by Comer. Getting up for the 1st down. Thurston.
So, 1.5 minutes. 1st down. All they got to do is kneel it now.
Yeah, you can tell they're in their inning formation there.
Yep, with no more timeouts from Crater. Refrigerator doors closed, the lights off. Butter's getting hard, the jello's jiggling.
The fat lady is singing.
No fat ladies up here.
No fat ladies up here, it's all boys. We're good. I looked first.
Chris taking a knee.
And possibly only one more kneel down. And
yeah, you see the
that'll
guys
wrap it
even
up.
shaking hands there with each other. They know it's over.
Thurston able to overcome their many penalties. Turnovers and lack of offense hurting Crater in this one. But not short of any highlight reel plays, that's for sure.
Chris with another kneel.
And that's it. They're just walking off.
Folks, I've got to say something. Both teams played good tonight. And I'll tell you what, Thurston, you got a good ball team, and we do too. Our kids played hard.
And that will run down the clock. So we're a few seconds ahead, but they're already given their final handshakes.
Well, folks, we ask you to drive safely on the way home. And thank you for coming here tonight. Great game, good sportsmanship.
31-20 is the final score on your John L. Scott scoreboard. We will have MyCircleK.com post-game report coming up next after these messages. Full scoreboard around the horn. Recap all the stats. Tell you what's next for Tape Rock Sports and for this Crater football team. We'll see you in a couple minutes.
K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just a dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Look back, you see there on the John Scott scoreboard. That is your final score. Thurston 31, Crater 20. Let's recap some of the quick stats for you here on the MyCircleK.com post-game show. Thurston, as penalties go, Thurston had 12 for 80 yards. Crater 4 for 38 yards. Crater with 3 turnovers to Thurston's 1. The scoring, neither team scored in the first quarter. Thurston put up 19 with 2 missed PATs in the second. Crater with 7. 19-7 at the half. 25-20 after 3, as Crater had a great second quarter. 13 points to Thurston 6, and then Thurston 6 and Crater nothing. So what really hurt Crater was that goose egg in that fourth stanza.
I think the goose egg in the first one.
Both of them, at least, it was 0-0, so that's still pretty even. But I mean, yeah, you
bookend with no scores. That's not good.
It's kind of how it went for Crater, not being able to score. That was really, I think, the hardest thing to watch, and also to know what they're capable of, to know what Trevor Davis is capable of. and for him to miss so many receivers on a regular basis, and then the offense just stuffed. I mean, you get Thurston, huge guys. I mean, we read the sizes they have. I mean, 240, 205, 320, 225, 260, 280, 240, 315, 282, 90, 270. That's their offensive defensive line, and those are the weights. That really is. I mean, you can have some colleges that have those size offensive and defensive linemen. So, not that it was easy, but a lot of highlight reel plays for both of these teams tonight. A lot of huge plays. Third downs, third and long for Thurston. How they got those so many times. Wow, what a game.
It was. It really was. It was a difficult time for the Crater offense to move the ball, which is something they never struggle with. Trevor Davis overthrew his receivers probably about half a dozen times, and they were open. Those were touchdowns, and so those were missed throws by Davis that he doesn't normally make. And then you look at the Crater D. The Crater D had the Colts backed up so many times in these long third and longs, and they were able to squeeze out of it. And this was just a weird game. This was not what I was expecting coming in here at all tonight. It really, threw me off. It probably threw the Crater game plan off, because it's not, like I say, normally how we see them play. And so they did come out in the third quarter looking like a totally different team. They had their best quarter, the third quarter for sure. And if they would have played like that the other three quarters, they would have had this game for sure. Tight game all the way through. And hey, congratulations both teams. It was a well-fought game.
Yeah, they both live to see more days, and as Crater falls to 2-1, Thurston's 3 wins out of 3 games. But this is early on, and as I said earlier, these two teams meet. I mean, this is probably the toughest opposition. I would say either of these teams will meet the rest of the regular season, and if they meet in the playoffs, whoo,
yeah, whoo.
I mean, it depends on where it is. If it's before the semifinals become an alternate location, so a neutral field, so that's okay. But Thurston, you got to believe, is going to be number 1 going to the playoffs, if not in the top 3. Crater hoping to be there as well, talking with, as you pull up the scoreboard, David Hurd, the AD for Crater, talking about how he's like, it doesn't matter the points, and it was only 11-point loss for Crater, so not bad. It's really tough, 2 really great teams facing each other, but it's not going to hurt them too much as far as the final RPI and their ranking, the OSA ranking, just because this is the Thurston team that's defending state champions, and they will be again in the top 1 or 2, if not number 1 for sure. So Crater's right there. If Crater can win everything else after this, or maybe drop 1, they're still in a great position heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, well, Thurston, let's see. Next week they're seeing Eagle Point at home. So Eagle Point travels for that game. And then Thurston's going to be at North Bend. And then we'll be playing North Bend next week. And that's going to be at North Bend. So that's going to be a away game. You can catch it here, TableRockSports.net, of course. And then following that, we'll be back home here beginning of October for North Eugene. So here's some of those scores. We'll run down those for you right now.
Some of those changed from what we last reported.
Oh, did they ever? A huge blowout there. Ashland 60-6. And let's see who they were playing over Ridgeview, 60-6. That's just a demolishing game. Grants Pass and Mountain View, heck of a game up there. 49-43, the final score. Grants Pass with the win in that round. And let's see if we've got some finals for you here. St. Mary's over Regis. They were 29-7. St. Mary's over Regis in the half. And so not sure how that game has played out. And then finally, I think we've got a score for you here. North. Let's see here. Well, we have 46-36. South was who was South playing? I'm not sure who Medford South was playing, but they were losing at the fourth quarter, 46-34. And let's see if I can get one final score.
South is playing Liberty.
South is playing Liberty, so they were down 46-34 in the fourth quarter there. And finally, let's see, North, last time we saw them, they are playing Bend, and last score reported to us was 34-13, North over Bend. So there you go. There's a round out for the scores here in Southern Oregon.
What about the Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game? That's tough.
That is tough. I'm going to have to go with the running back there from the Thurston. And I know him. Comer, that's the one. Wesley Comer. Yeah, he got a running touchdown, a scoring touchdown. Dude was playing with a cast on his hand. He was all over the place, pushing piles when he was running, 205 pounds, and he was pushing probably 400 or 500 pounds plus, when he's got 4 defenders on him. So he's my vote. What do you think?
Great choice. I called Kyle Casely's name a lot, maybe even more than Comer's. So it was Wesley, Comey. Wesley Comer. I would say Kyle Casely. I don't have how many yards he got in the touchdowns, but he was open. He was catching them.
Yes.
He was breaking stuff up.
Getting a lot of yards. Yeah.
Oof. Both hit
but any
wonderful
scores?
Games.
I'm not sure. Did he get any scores?
He did get a 4-yard touchdown catch in the first quarter.
Oh, all right.
So he did get one. So, but yeah, Comer had 2. Casely had 1. Both amazing games by both of those players.
Absolutely. All right, well, what do you think? What else we got going on next week, Aaron?
Well, next Table Rock Sports production, we have tomorrow, Saturday, September 21st. We have some soccer, and it looks like it's all soccer. We do have Sheldon North Medford, Grants Pass, South Medford, Grants Pass, St. Mary's Cascade Christian, St. Mary's Catlin Gable. And these are all 12 or 1 p.m. start, so nothing you're going to have to worry about getting up early for. But check out Table Rock Sports. If you just hit around noon and 1, you'll catch some of those games. So soccer field Saturday, and then next after that, Tuesday, we got some volleyball, more soccer, and then volleyball on Wednesday. Actually, soccer, volleyball Thursday, and then Friday again. So another full week, except for Monday. No games Monday, but every day next week you can catch some events on TableRockSports.net.
And we're glad to bring it to you.
Well, thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. Be sure and download the free TableRockSports.net app and watch the replay of this game free on mobile devices. We'd like to thank Crater High School Athletic Director David Hurd for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net and for tonight's broadcast. Check out TableRockSports.net. Follow us online at Facebook.com/TableRockSports and on Twitter at TableRockSports. We thank our sponsors' support to bring you this broadcast for free. And make sure to tune in tonight at 11:10, KTVL, Channel 10, Friday Night Football with Joe Brett, Brian Schnee, Demi DeSoto. See highlights from our Table Rock Sports teams only Channel 10 will have, including games from up north. Also, watch for teams live on set each week on Friday Night Football. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Thurston 31, Crater 20. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports with Danny Canada. I'm Aaron Nilsson saying thanks for watching and good night from Dutch Meyer Field at Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon.
Good night.